welcome to the first in a series of videos brought to you by YEDFAS. We're here today with Anne Hutchison, who's going to be telling us a little bit about her work and what she does with York Open Studios and talking through a few other nice things with us. So lovely to see you, Anne. If you'd like to start off just by telling us a little bit about what you do and what your work is like.
What I do in terms of work?
Yeah.
Well, sort of, I'm a bit of a mixture really. At the moment I'm working a lot on printmaking, monoprints, which is what you see behind you.
Lovely.
I also do quite a lot of mosaics, which are a bit further back.
Beautiful.
I do a lot of life drawing and painting.
Lovely.
So that's kind of it, and I maybe I've got attention deficit or something, but I quite like lots of things to play with.
It's nice having a mixture of things going on.
Yeah.
I noticed there's lots of animals in your work.
Oh.
Something, or have you not spotted that before? Maybe it's just what I've seen, lots of birds. Maybe.
Birds. Yeah, birds. Definitely interested in birds. No foxes or little bunnies or anything.
Right, okay.
No pussycats.
Just birds for now.
Yeah.
Okay, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you say it's anything in particular that inspires you or that brought along this interest in mosaics and printmaking?
Well, the mosaics came about. I trained in art as an art teacher back a long time ago. So art is something it's always been an obsession with me. The mosaic started, it sort of got a bit trendy, and then I accidentally broke one of my favourite plates, and I couldn't. No, I didn't throw it at anyone.
No.
So I accidentally broke it, and I thought, oh no, I can't bear it. How can I save this? Because I hate throwing things away, as you can see.
Yeah.
So I stuck it to a pot, and that's kind of where it started. Broke it up a bit more and stuck it to a pot. So that's where it started, and I've been doing that for 25 years.
Beautiful. Wow. It's really lovely.
So I've done quite a lot of commissions. I do work. I do a lot of sort of floral type things. Very, very influenced by a woman called Cleo Musi, who's absolutely top mosaic artist.
Oh, lovely.
And does very sort of quirky, fab stuff.
Yeah, lovely. And where do your materials come from? Are they sort of odd bits and bobs that are broken, or do you sort of source things now? You do.
Well, people know that I do it, so they quite often I come home and there's a great pile of someone's usually dirty, broken crockery on the doorstep, and I sort of pick it apart and then get rid of the bits I don't want. And then I do buy things as well.
Right.
When I want a certain colour, but it's amazing what you can turn things into.
Yeah.
It's sort of really horrible old sort of 70s brown bathroom tiles that nobody would put in, but when you break them up, they look quite good, really.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very artistic recycling, really.
That's
it?
right.
Yeah. It's lovely. And how about your print works? Is that anything different, or
the print? In what way? Sorry.
In what inspires those? Is it a different sort of idea, or?
Well, I've always liked print. And monoprint is very sort of immediate.
Yeah.
Unlike etching or things which take a lot of work, rubbing ink into spaces and stuff like that. Whereas monoprint, you just slap it together and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's not quite that casual. But
So it's that sort of speed, the sort of
it's immediacy.
Right.
Yeah.
Something immediately.
Yeah.
And how about the subject you mentioned? There's lots of birds. Is that just purely?
Well, I've always been interested in birds.
Yeah.
I love birds. I love the shapes and the sort of movement of them when you've got something still and trying to get a bit of movement in the print. That's kind of an aim of mine in a way.
Yeah. Really lovely.
Yeah. Thanks.
Great. No, that's okay. I really got a few we'll try and get photographs added into the video. A few birds in flight and things that really does sort of show the movement, which is beautiful. Yeah. Really nice. And you're showing at York Open Studios this year as well, aren't you? So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started York Open Studios with a partner, in response to coming up here from the south of England and finding nothing.
Right.
So it's a long time ago, 15 or so years ago.
Yeah.
And apart from a few years when I took time out to sort of do something else, I've been working on the committee since then.
Fantastic.
We've built it up from nothing when we had to beg people to come and appear in it, and now we have to turn people away. We have a selection process, and we do have to turn people away. So it's sort of gone through a lot of changes and a lot of development, and it's very gratifying.
I can imagine. So we have you to thank for your group and
Well,
studios.
me, not, you know, I've got a big committee. We all work together, and so it's not me to thank. I mean, initially, but it's gone a long way since then.
Great. And for anybody who doesn't know, how can people get involved in York Open Studios? Or website.
Okay,
great.
York Open Studios, one word, work. You don't really have to put much to Google.
That's great. Yeah. Good stuff. We can link that down below then, so you can have a look if you're interested in having a look at York Open Studios and seeing what artists get up to.
Yeah, it's hopefully it's a good website. It's taken a lot of development. We've put a lot of time and money and effort into it. It's got current exhibitors for 2015, which is in April. Brilliant. The show over 2 weekends, and then it's got an archive of everyone who's ever been in it. So it's a big source of artists in York.
Brilliant.
You know, possibly some of them aren't here anymore. I know some of them aren't here anymore, but you know, it's a good source, and people don't mind being contacted from it if you know someone looks at it and they're interested.
To know. Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks very much for talking to us today. It's been lovely to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
And hopefully we've got a few little interesting snippets for people to look at.
Yeah.
And do go and have a look at the website if you're interested in hearing any more. So thanks very much for that, Anne.
You're welcome.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye.